Ashina. Ashina Uzumaki was the head of the Uzumaki clan back when Konohagakure was just being built. He teamed up with Hashirama Senju to create peace and handle threats, basically shaping the foundation of the modern ninja world. He's mentioned as a key figure in both Uzumaki and Konoha history. Ashina was a fūinjutsu master, with sealing skills described as unmatched in the ninja world. He could seal insanely powerful entities, like giant beasts, in just a few moments, showing off crazy speed and precision. In the anime, he even locks down a massive creature, proving his technique was next-level effective. He's often called the founding master of Konoha fūinjutsu, meaning his influence literally shaped all future sealing techniques. Being an Uzumaki, Ashina had insanely strong vitality, letting him stay active as a ninja even in his 60s. That life force wasn't just endurance, it also boosted his chakra-heavy fūinjutsu. He carried 2 swords on his back, hinting he was also crazy skilled in kenjutsu, showing off his physical combat abilities. Ashina's fūinjutsu laid the groundwork for Konoha's sealing techniques, influencing future legends like Kushina and Naruto. Plus, his alliance with Senju helped form Konohagakure itself. If you look closely, Uzumaki symbols are integrated into Konoha ninja uniforms even today, a subtle nod to Uzumaki's legacy.
Now, if you've made it this far, welcome to the amazing world of anime. This is the place for true fans like you, where we celebrate all the magic, action, and emotions anime brings to our lives. You've watched, you've felt the hype, you've been lost in these beautiful fantasy worlds, but, have you hit that subscribe button yet? Right now, almost 90% of you are watching without subscribing. Just imagine, if everyone hits sub, we could build one of the strongest anime communities out there. So, go ahead, click that subscribe button right now so you won't miss any new episodes, deep dive breakdowns, or awesome anime content coming your way. Thank you so much. Now next on the list, just a little bit higher, is
Mito. In ninja history, Mito Uzumaki was the first person brave enough to take on the insane challenge of sealing the entire Kurama into her body. A kunoichi from Uzumaki and the wife of first Hokage Hashirama Senju, Mito laid the foundation of the Uzumaki legacy in tailed beast control. When Hashirama defeated Madara at the Valley of the End, handling Kurama became a life-or-death issue for Konoha, and only Mito, with her special Uzumaki chakra, could carry that weight. Kushina praised Mito's fūinjutsu talent, saying that only an Uzumaki like her could pull off such a feat. Her sealing technique was creating a complex balance system, allowing her to exist alongside the tailed beast without ever being overwhelmed. Mito did this with zero precedent. Her success set the stage for future Jinchuriki like Kushina and Naruto, turning what was once a dangerous experiment into a teachable art. Mito's Uzumaki vitality was absolutely insane. She survived through 3 Hokage eras, maintaining massive life force while carrying Kurama, a burden that would have drained anyone else completely. She even developed the ability to sense negative emotions through Kurama, effectively becoming an early warning system for Konoha. She also discovered the ultimate secret to controlling a tailed beast, using love to counter Kurama's negative influence. This allowed her to stay sharp for life and became a priceless legacy passed on to Kushina, indirectly helping Naruto tame Kurama. Oh, and she has a forehead seal that looks a lot like Tsunade and Sakura's Byakugo. Bro, if she could really use all those Uzumaki techniques, there's no debate. She's arguably the strongest Jinchuriki in history. Kushina. When it comes to the Uzumaki clan, few pack the insane power and sheer aura of Kushina Uzumaki. She was the second Jinchuriki of the 9 tails. Kushina had a crazy complicated relationship with the beast. She strictly controlled Kurama's chakra to avoid breaking the seal, but when it leaked, she could go version 1 or even version 2 with all 8 tails out, turning into an absolute berserker combat machine, smashing through enemies with zero discrimination. But even in that state, she kept her mind sharp thanks to Minato's help and her crazy Uzumaki vitality. Surviving after Kurama was extracted right after giving birth to Naruto was straight-up medical miracle level stuff. Any other Jinchuriki would have flat-out died instantly, but Kushina's Uzumaki life force let her keep fighting alongside Minato. You see how insane her durability is, right? And we cannot forget the adamantine sealing chains. Kushina could summon them to completely restrain Kurama, yep, solo, just her. That's a feat even top-tier ninja struggle to pull off. The chain barrier she created was so strong that not even the third could breach it. In the final fight against Tobi, She literally used these chains to bind the Ninetales and stop it from attacking the village. Kushina was also one of the greatest fūinjutsu masters ever, even though her Jinchuriki fame often overshadowed it. She passed down Uzumaki's sealing techniques to Minato, the genius dubbed the fastest Hokage, including the Kurama sealing method. This proves her understanding of fūinjutsu went way beyond normal, reaching a level of deep insight into chakra itself and how to manipulate it. Karin. Karin is a direct descendant of the Uzumaki clan. At first, she was chilling under Orochimaru, basically running his prison down at the southern hideout. Later, she jumped ship and rolled with Sasuke in Team Taka. She wasn't the frontline fighter type, but Orochimaru still hyped her up as his perfect experiment because her abilities were just that cracked. Her main flex is the mind's eye of the Kagura, basically Ultra Hacks level sensory powers. Like, she can absolutely sense anyone's chakra from stupidly far away without burning any chakra of her own. She can straight up tell what species you are, how stacked your chakra is, and even sniff out lies just from chakra fluctuations. Even Sasuke, Mr. I don't compliment anyone, admitted her sensing skills were totally one of a kind. Karin once tracked down Konoha's pursuit squad just by catching Sasuke's chakra scent. Then she outplayed them by ripping Sasuke's shirt, slapping it on a bird, and sending them the wrong way. That's peak petty genius right there. So yeah, she was the literal radar of Taka. The girl didn't need to fight when she could just expose everything before it even happened. But wait, it gets wilder. Being Uzumaki also gave Karin that busted vitality and absolutely insane healing. Her method? You bite her. Yeah, no joke. She bites herself or lets people chomp down, and then, instant healing, even from near-death wounds. She even juiced Tsunade back up, dumping a mountain of chakra into the 5th Hokage. This ability is just plain broken. One bite, and you go from crippled to combat ready. It's low-key gross, but also ridiculously OP. And don't sleep on her adamantine sealing chains. She could whip out an incomplete version, not as god tier as Kushina's, but still strong enough to smash giant constructs. Karin even used it to completely wreck Toby's massive wooden statue, which was one of her rare but totally badass fight moments. Fuso. Fuso was a nurse from Omegakure, living through the absolute chaos of the Second Great Ninja War. She wasn't a ninja, just an ordinary civilian with a ridiculously kind heart, spending her life helping people with humanitarian aid during the bloodiest times. And yeah, she was Nagato's mom. When Konoha ninja broke into their home during the Ninja War, Fuso and her husband basically made the ultimate sacrifice play. They distracted the intruders so Nagato could escape. At first, they tried to sneak out quietly, but once they were caught, they instantly pulled the enemy's attention, giving their son a chance to survive. Her death ended up being the direct trigger for Nagato's true power. Watching both his parents get killed right in front of him, Nagato completely snapped, and in that rage, his Uzumaki bloodline potential just exploded. He awakened the Rinnegan by accident and literally vaporized 2 Konoha shinobi on the spot. So even though Fuso never fought with jutsu, her sacrifice opened the path for one of the most mysterious and absolutely terrifying villains in all of Naruto. Without her, there would be no pain, no Akatsuki's god complex, none of that legendary chaos. Nagato. Nagato, a straight-up Uzumaki descendant, led Akatsuki under the name Pain, chasing his dream of peace at any cost. Even though his body was weak and battered from fighting Hanzo, his power made the whole world sit up and take notice. He was famously called the Third Six Paths. Absolute respect, bro. His core flex was the Rinnegan, those legendary eyes that let him pull off the Six Paths techniques. That's a full-on god toolkit he could use. Diva Path to manipulate gravity like a boss. Animal Path to summon giant beasts. Preda Path to absorb chakra. Human Path to control souls. Asura Path to turn his body into a mech. And Naraka Path to interact with the King of Hell. Nagato used the Deva Path to wreck Konoha in seconds with Shinra Tensei. He absorbed Naruto's chakra via the Preda Path, summoned the King of Hell to interrogate and resurrect people, and could even tweak his chakra frequency to avoid being detected. The Rinnegan is really a symbol of mystical, insane power, literally turning Nagato into a battlefield god. Nagato controlled 6 bodies, the 6 paths of pain, through the outer path, implanting chakra rods to turn them into perfect clones. Each path had its own role: attack, defense, recon, or repair, all synced perfectly thanks to shared vision, making them virtually unbeatable. The outer path also lets Nagato summon the Gedo statue, generate chakra rods, and pull off the Samsara of Heavenly Life technique to resurrect all of Konoha's civilians, sacrificing his own life in the process. Being an Uzumaki, Nagato had massive chakra reserves and insane regeneration, allowing him to spam multiple chakra-heavy techniques in a single day. With the Rinnegan, he mastered every type of ninjutsu, including all 5 chakra elements and yin-yang release. Jiraiya even said Nagato had mastered all jutsu by age 10. He also had Rain Tiger at will, a technique so broken it let him literally control all of Omegakure anytime, anywhere, making the village the hardest to infiltrate safe zone in the entire ninja world. Nagato was an exceptional sensor, detecting targets from insane distances and through barriers. Even though his body was weak, after being revived with Edo Tensei and absorbing 8 Tails chakra, he overwhelmed both Naruto and Killer Bee Bro. Give Itachi a medal, because if Edo Nagato hit the battlefield, there wouldn't be many survivors left alive. Kawaki. Kawaki used to be raised and brutally experimented on by Kara, molded to become the vessel for Ishiki Otsutsuki. But eventually, Konoha rescued him, and under Naruto's protection, he literally became part of the Uzumaki family. Kawaki is a warrior with absolutely monstrous power, forged under Jigen's cruel training and rebuilt by Amato's science. At the core of his power is Kama, Ishiki Otsutsuki's mark. It turned his body into Ishiki's vessel while giving him access to Ishiki's insane combat experience, jutsu absorption, and even space-time portals. After Ishiki resurrected and the Kama was erased, Amato straight up rebooted it as a pure weapon. This allowed Kawaki to pull off Shinjutsu, like Sukuna Hikona, shrinking objects instantly, and Daikokuten, storing and summoning items from another dimension. With these space and matter hacks, even Code had to admit Kawaki was basically a near-complete Otsutsuki. On top of that, Kawaki's body was modified on a cellular level by Amato's shinobi wear, turning him into a literal techno-ninja. He can regenerate, harden, soften, and reshape his body into weapons. He casually wiped out Kara's puppets using nothing but his enhanced body. He can sprout blades from his arms for close combat and unleash shockwaves powerful enough to destroy Garo. His regeneration lets him heal in just minutes, making him insanely hard to put down. Shinobi wear is the definition of not human, basically transforming Kawaki into a living battle machine. Kawaki is a straight-up close combat beast. His style is fast, fluid, coordinated, and ridiculously powerful. He tanked Garo's brutal attacks and still kept fighting like nothing happened. The guy can even handle a bow like a pro, matching Boruto's sword skills blow for blow. Even though he only just started learning ninjutsu from Naruto, Kawaki picked it up crazy fast. He mastered basic techniques like chakra manipulation, shuriken jutsu, fire release, and shadow clone technique, sometimes even pulling them off with just one hand. On top of that, he learned to hide his chakra like the Otsutsuki clan. His lightning speed progress in ninjutsu straight up shows how terrifying his potential is. Boruto. Very few can match the insane potential of Boruto Uzumaki, a genetic prodigy born from the Uzumaki and Hyuga bloodlines. The defining source of Boruto's power is the Kama mark from Momoshiki Otsutsuki. This isn't your average ninjutsu, it's literally alien god-level power. Kama lets Boruto absorb any ninjutsu and turn it into raw chakra. In his fight with Momoshiki, Kama completely transformed Boruto into a next-level warrior, able to go toe-to-toe with an Otsutsuki. After 3 years of growing up, he learned to fully control this power, even developing his own Flying Thunder God technique, using Kama's space warping abilities. But the scariest part of Kama isn't just absorbing jutsu or opening space portals. Boruto can directly communicate with Momoshiki's soul inside his subconscious, tapping into thousands of years of Otsutsuki combat experience. That's a crazy tactical advantage. A 16-year-old kid carrying the intelligence and skills of an ancient god. If Kama is pure destructive power, then Jogen is straight-up absolute intelligence. This mysterious dojutsu shows up in Boruto's right eye, letting him see chakra flows, tenketsu points, and spatial barriers. Unlike Byakugan or Sharingan, Jogen works completely differently. It's like a supernatural radar, detecting any weirdness in the surrounding space. In the anime, it first popped when he faced Nue, and by age 16, Boruto could activate it at will. Insanely tactical, bro. On top of that, Boruto also leveled up Naruto's Rasengan. Starting with the invisible Rasengan using lightning release, he developed it into the Ultra Big Ball Rasengan, and even a version using Earth's movement. Each Rasengan variant is its own creative masterpiece, from invisibility tricks to utterly devastating explosion power. Plus, the Uzumaki bloodline gives Boruto a nearly limitless vitality and chakra pool. He can make hundreds of shadow clones and has insane combat endurance. His Uzumaki stamina also helps him safely learn dangerous techniques like Senjutsu at Ryuchi Cave without risking backlash. This is key for combining multiple powers without burning out. Mix that with the Hyuga-derived Byakugan potential, and Boruto becomes a walking treasure trove of untapped power. Bro, the guy is basically a hybrid god in the making, raw potential and tactical genius all rolled into one. Boruto has mastered both the gentle fist of the Hyuga and Uchiha-style swordsmanship, creating a totally unique combat style. On top of that, he can summon Garaga, the deadliest snake in Ryuchi Cave. Absolute beast mode. Boruto represents the next generation of the ninja world, a generation that doesn't just inherit power, but knows how to evolve it their own way. With the combo of Kama, Jogen, evolved Rasengan, and Uzumaki vitality, he's a standalone force, ready to challenge even god-tier beings from beyond space. Himawari. Himawari Uzumaki, daughter of 7th Hokage Naruto and Byakugan Princess Hinata, isn't just blessed with elite Uzumaki and Hyuga blood, she's also become the new Jinchuriki of Kurama after the Nine Tails was reborn in her body. She has crazy natural compatibility with Kurama. Unlike Naruto, who spent years earning Kurama's trust, Himawari seemed born ready for this power. She could already fire a tailed beast ball strong enough to directly clash with Jorah, and her ability to heal from critical injuries in seconds shows perfect synchronicity with Kurama. Her Jinchuriki power goes way beyond using Kurama's chakra. Himawari can communicate directly with Kurama in the spiritual plane, tapping into the combat experience and intelligence of a thousands of years old tailed beast, turning a little girl into a warrior with strategy and vision far beyond her age. Himawari's Byakugan showed up insanely early, even before any formal ninja training. In the anime, she activated it just out of anger when her favorite toy got ripped. By age 10, she could control the dojutsu at will, though still struggled to maintain it for long periods. The real power of Byakugan isn't just near 360-degree vision or seeing through objects. For Himawari, it's a perfect radar system, letting her analyze her opponent's chakra network and tenketsu in insane detail. Himawari's natural talent in Gentle Fist is next-level insane. She can knock out adults with a single strike, like when she put Naruto, the strongest Hokage in history, out cold for a whole day with just a light touch. Well, yeah, she hit the weak spot of every male creature. The Uzumaki bloodline gives Himawari a crazy advantage few Jinchuriki have, perfect chakra control paired with insane vitality. She even nailed tree climbing practice on her first try without training, showing off that mind-blowing innate chakra control. Moreover, Himawari's shuriken jutsu is insanely precise. She can hit the bullseye consistently. Combine that with Byakugan for trajectory calculation and Gentle Fist for extra impact, and her shuriken become lethal bullets. The versatility in her skills makes her an unpredictable fighter, able to adapt to any combat situation. Himawari Uzumaki represents a completely new generation of ninja, kids born with power that previous generations spent their whole lives chasing. Bro, mark my words, she's definitely going to be one of the strongest characters in Boruto. Naruto. Here's the main man, Naruto Uzumaki. I've talked about him before, but let's be real. This guy deserves his own epic breakdown. As a kid, Naruto boldly declared he'd become Hokage. Tons of people say that, bro, but very few actually pull it off. Many gave their lives before even getting close. Dan, Nawaki, Obito. Naruto made it happen. From failing academy exams constantly to becoming the strongest shinobi in history, his journey is nothing short of insane. As an Uzumaki, the reincarnation of Asura Otsutsuki and Kurama's Jinchuriki, Naruto packs insane amounts of chakra. His own chakra alone is 4 times Kakashi's, and when you add half of Kurama's, you're looking at roughly 100x Kakashi's chakra. With his compassionate, never-give-up spirit, Naruto built a deep bond with Kurama, allowing him to freely use the Nine-Tails chakra. During the Fourth Great Ninja War, he was even able to access chakra from all the tailed beasts and the Sage of Six Paths. Naruto can now use all 5 basic chakra natures, plus yin-yang release. His skill set is ridiculous. Extreme shadow clones, every kind of Rasengan you can imagine, and even S-rank wind release, Rasen Shuriken. After the final battle with Sasuke at the Valley of the End, he got a prosthetic arm made from Hashirama's cells, meaning he can theoretically use wood release too. And let's not sleep on the classics, Sexy no Jutsu. Bro, this is iconic. Few can resist it. It let him KO the 3rd Hokage, steal the Forbidden Scroll, learn Kagebunshin no Jutsu, his first forbidden technique, and even land a punch on Kaguya, who could barely touch him. Pure legend energy. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.